Guys, I'm so excited to film this video. I think it's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna show you every single thing that I train in a week, because obviously I'm a musical theatre student, but it's the summer. So I'm like not in class every single day doing singing, acting, dancing like I was like a month ago. Because I'm going to musical theatre uni, I'm going to Italia Conti in September, still need to like keep up my level of training. So I thought I'd show you what I do in a week to like keep up my dance, my singing, my acting, my like flexibility. So I'm still a good performer by September. So right now it's Monday. I've had like a running errands kind of morning. I also had a job interview this morning, which was fun. But now I'm on my way into Leeds to do an open dance class. I am not a commercial dancer whatsoever, but I'm doing a commercial class mostly because my friend's doing it and I wanted to do it with her. But it's gonna be fun. Commercial is not something that I actively try and get better at, so at least I'm doing something good for my commercial dancing. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Coriander, please. I've just got into bed and I'm going to tell you all about this dance class because it was so good. As I said earlier, I'm not a commercial dancer. I would much rather do a ballet, a jazz, basically anything other than commercial. I've just never really loved it. So I was kind of scared for this class, but then I did it. Oh my god. I kind of loved it. I felt so good during the class. The choreography didn't feel like easy, but I could pick it up, I could do it by the end of a 1 hour class, and we filmed it and I felt so good while we were filming it. I mean, I definitely did it better when we weren't filming, but I feel like that's the thing for all dancers. Like, as soon as the camera comes out, the choreography just goes, the performance goes. I look like so scared when I'm dancing and I need to not do that. But other than that, I literally love the class so much, and if I'm not working then I will be going to the class again next Monday because I have loved it and it's going to grow my like commercial confidence so much, I can just tell. But yeah, that's the one thing I did today, Monday, and then tomorrow is actually going to be a very, very busy, a very full day, so I can't wait to show you guys. Today's gonna be a pretty busy day. It's like 11:30 now. I woke up a bit later than I planned. I must have just slept through my alarm because I woke up and I was like, this is not the time I planned. But the plan for the day is to go to the gym. I've recently got some stretch bands. I don't know if that's what they're called. I'll show you when I get to the gym. And 2 yoga blocks. So I'm gonna go to the gym and use the studio room to do some like stretch and strength exercises. And then I might run through a couple of dances that I've done recently just to keep them in my body. You never know when you're gonna need to whip out a dance. And then I'm gonna do a run. Basically, at the start of summer, I really randomly decided that I wanted to start running. I don't really know what possessed me to want to do that, but I've started doing it and it is actually helping with my like stamina and stuff, which is going to be good for dance. So I'm going to carry on with it. I want to run a 5k at the end of summer, so I'm going to do one of my runs today. I'm going to do it on the treadmill at the gym, which I haven't done before. And then after that, I need to go to the shop. I need to hand in my birth certificate for the job interview I did yesterday, and I need to go find some new makeup because it's my prom next week. And I'm doing my own makeup because like I can, but I want to get some new makeup for it. And then I'm gonna have to go straight from there to my actual dance class. I take class every Tuesday night. It's been switched up a bit recently because one of the teachers is off, but we usually do like strengthening, jazz technique, ballet and point. So we'll see how much of that we actually get done today. So that is everything I'm gonna do and like train today. I have just been singing a bit while I've been getting ready, but not like serious singing, you know what I mean? Okay, I need to get the bus to the gym, which is in like 20 minutes. I need to make my lunch. So I'm gonna give you a very quick fit check and show you what's in my bag. So literally these leggings are from like Sainsbury's or something. I literally just bought them because I needed them and they're actually quite cute. And then this little top is Primark, and I've got Gymshark sports bra underneath. And then in my Adenola bag, I've got 2 yoga blocks. I've got, this is the stretch band I was on about, where you can like loop your feet through. And then I've got my ballet shoes and my point shoes. So yeah, I'm gonna go make my lunch and get on the bus and get to the gym. So when I go to the gym, I have a list of like dance strengthening exercises that I want to get done while I'm in there. And today I was really working on my jumps and my turns, so I did all those sorts of stuff. So start with like my general conditioning, stretching, strengthening stuff, like squats, like just cardio and things like that. And then I moved on to more exercise specific stuff, like these jumps, like frog jumps and things like that, like the certain stretches that stretch the areas that you really want to work on, if that makes sense. So these like leg pulls, frog jumps, like middle splits really help with my box jumps. I've never been able to box jump before, and that's like 4 weeks progression, I think. So these exercises like actually do help, like they really help. I literally couldn't box jump before this. Then these exercises are for tilt jumps. Again, until about 4 weeks ago I'd never tilt jumped before, so like they're okay. To say like I've never done it before until now, like they're pretty good and the progression is like there. Then I did some more like stretching stuff with my yoga blocks to like work on my splits and things like that, because I don't know, I just feel like splits really do help with my flexibility. Having your splits on like both legs and middle split, they just help with like other exercises, like being able to jump, being able to kick, all that sort of stuff. So I really try and work on these like every day when I go to the gym, you know what I mean? Then I set the goal at the start of this week that I wanted to get triple pirouettes on both sides, and I did it, and I literally like in the first try did a triple pirouette on both sides, and I was a bit like, oh, I did not expect that. But obviously I need to work on like landing them and stuff, because my landings are like so messy. But you know, to say I got round 3 times, like I was kind of impressed with myself. Then because I was working to a time limit, I had to get on with my 5k training. My run was about like 40 minutes long, maybe half an hour, and it was okay. I think the time was like, oh, I can't remember, like 2 minutes running, 2 minutes walking. And I didn't find it too difficult. It was a really good gym day. I can't even express how much easier running on a treadmill is than running outside. I've only ever run outside so far since I started running, and that was so much easier. I didn't get out of breath once, like I literally wasn't out of breath, and I've been doing the same thing. So that's fun. And I didn't get time to actually run through any of my dances, because now I'm going to go get on the train to go shop. But I did a lot of strength stuff, which is good. I feel like I've improved in that. I couldn't film anything at dance today, but I'm gonna come on next and tell you every single thing that I did and work through it with you. So it is Wednesday now. I got home really late from dance last night. I just didn't have time to like update you, but I'm gonna talk about class from yesterday. I've been praying for doing more point work and ballet work, because you know, for a long time I actually just wanted to be a ballerina. Obviously I don't do like that much ballet anymore, but I still want to do like a lot of ballet. It's like the thing that I love. We started off with like strength stuff, which we always do with like blocks and bands, which is what I did earlier in the day, but we just did some more of that, more like stretching stuff and working the muscles that you use to like stretch. And then we did ballet and point, and we did turns in point, and I'm quite a good turner, not on point, but like on point, not my fave. But I do actually see an improvement, so like I just need to do it even if I don't like it. Like flattes on point, I did 1. I've done 0 before, so you know, we're just gonna carry on. But then she was like, guys, your turnout is horrible. So then we did a few more like strengthening exercise for turnout. So yeah, that was class. Today I actually haven't done anything. It's been like a bit of a rest day, because obviously I was out loads yesterday doing stuff, so I just rested a little bit. I'm actually about to go downstairs and make some cookies. Might take the dog out later for a little walk. But yeah, that's the plan for the rest of today. Cookies and maybe a dog walk if I fancy it. So today is Thursday, and obviously I didn't do anything yesterday. I did take Misty for a walk, which is nice. Today, I'm literally about to go get dressed and then get on the bus to get to the gym. I'm gonna do all the same exercises that I did on Monday. Was it Monday? Maybe Tuesday. And then I'm not working till like a time today or anything. I've got nothing else to do until like really late on. I'm gonna recap a couple of different bits of choreo that I know, just to keep them in my body. And then I'm gonna do my run. I actually love doing it on the treadmill so much more than I love doing it outside. So yeah, that's the plan. And then after that, I'll probably be done like right before lunch. And then the rest of the day, like I've got nothing on except for my friends coming over for dinner and to sleep. let's quickly do a fit check before I go. So the top is Lululemon. This is the one Lululemon thing I own and I absolutely love it. But why is Lulu so expensive? My leggings are Adanola. My bag is Adanola. These headphones from Primark, I absolutely love them as well. And then my shoes are the pink New Balance. I've got my yoga blocks and I've got my stretch band and I've got my point shoes and we're gonna go.
So for my time in the gym today, I wanted to split it between exercises that I did on Tuesday and also some different ones. So I started with my usual cardio and then did some further strength training on my legs, like working on the muscles in my legs to be able to get up higher on my jumps and things like that. I think consistency is like so key, especially when you're working on stuff that you're really trying to improve. So my jumps are like a big thing for me. I'm not a jumper whatsoever. So trying to get the flexibility to get my legs to split in the air and then also the strength to get up in the air and get my legs out to the side is like a big thing for me. I'm really trying to find different exercises that are going to work for me. If any of you have any suggestions for like different exercises or different YouTube channels that can like help me with that, please put them down below. But yeah, so I worked on my box jumps again, which actually I felt like were worse today than they were on Tuesday, so that was like kind of annoying. And also like my tilt jumps, just like they just weren't as good and I don't know why. In hindsight, I think it's because like just your progress is just different on different days, so like that's why it's so like helpful to stick to it, because some days you're just gonna have off days and some days are gonna be better than others, so you just need to like stick to it and not give up.
It's so frustrating when I feel like I'm working so hard and not seeing progress. I feel like I did for like the last like month. And now it's like slowed. Like, what was that? What did I just do? That was not cute. And it's a bit like, why am I bothering? Can't give up.
After a minor breakdown in the gym, I got back on with training, and like looking back, these jumps aren't even that bad. I don't actually think they're much worse than on Tuesday, but yeah, I started working on my turns again. You know what, at the time I thought these were horrible, and then looking back I actually don't think they're that bad. I think I actually had improved the other day, like the landing wasn't as bad as they were. But I worked on loads of point stuff in dance class on Tuesday and I wanted to get back onto like training point myself, because I just never do, like I just cannot be bothered. So I did a couple of the exercises that we did in class. This is like a releve exercise to help get on your leg, which will help with turns and stuff. I'm not a very good turner on point. I prefer like balancing and stuff like that, so I need to do things that I hate to improve, you know what I mean? And it wasn't awful. I just really need to work on keeping my turn out when I'm turning, and also my landings. Why my landing's so bad? I literally nearly got that double and then my landing was horrible. But yeah, again, it was time to move on to my run, and this was a little bit harder. I think the walking was like less. I think it was maybe 3 minutes running, 2 minutes walking, so more running and the same amount of walking. Anyway, what am I even saying? But it was a good run.
Why was that so hard today? I was like actually dying. Like I didn't want to do the last like 2 laps. I think it's just because I'm like, I don't know, not sleeping as well and then dancing before. Maybe that's making it harder. I don't bloody know. But I'm literally going to get some sweets because I need to eat sweets right now. So it's actually Saturday. Yesterday ended up being like an unintentional rest day, which I'm not mad about because I actually need to learn to like balance stuff in my life. Otherwise I'm gonna have no life and I'm just gonna spend my whole time like training. So first things first is I'm taking my little sister to dance, and then after lunch I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do some work on my turns because they're fine, they're okay, but I just want them to be like consistent and to be like nice. And then I'm gonna run. I know I did say I need to do my last run of the week outside, but I just actually don't want to. This is the fit, oh my god. I love it so much. These are my Adanola leggings again. They're in the shade Coffee Bean and I just absolutely love them. The shade is so gorgeous and I love the fit of Adanola leggings. And then I'm wearing the matching sports bra under here. And then this is one of the jackets that I'm absolutely obsessed with at the moment. I just think they're so flattering and like so nice. It's from the brand An Action a Day. Yesterday I literally got sent like this and then a couple of other pieces. Oh my god, I literally love it, and the colour goes with the brown so well. That's what I'm wearing, that's what I'm doing. Let's go take my little sister to baby ballet. What did you get?
Coffee.
So as I said, I wanted to use this trip to the gym to work on my turns, like, and the technique behind it, like not actually just getting up and turning like I have been doing at the start of the week. Like I wanted to work on the actual like muscles in my body that help with that. So I use the yoga block a lot to like strengthen my ankles and also to stand on for balance. So I did a lot of exercises like squeezing the block together with my ankles and rising, and then this one where I was balancing and like relevating or plie-ing and then just going onto a straight leg just to help with my balance. I also was very focused on my sickled foot. My foot sickles all the time, like literally right there, you could just see it sickle and it's just like disgusting. So I'm trying to solve that problem. I also did this, it helps with your turnout, your balance, and also the strength in your like hip flexors. I also do a little exercise in a minute of like lifting my leg up, which again is helpful for the balance, and as well as this like leg strength. And this like exercise is so good for like jumps as well and kicks because it like strengthens that part of your leg that helps you like get up in the air. Then it was time to remove the block and do like the releves and all the exercises like in the center without the block, just to see if I can transfer that to the turns. And then I could do my singles, the doubles. My problem today is that I was just falling out of them, and I hate watching myself back, but watching yourself dance means that you can spot the mistakes and you can work on them and you can see where you're going wrong. So I like fling myself to the side when I'm turning, which is why I can't get round. So I did that, tried to work my turns, but I wasn't getting my triples in today, which was a bit annoying. So I just worked on some random like dances and stuff. I really want to get a nice poncho, but that's clearly not happening here. Also, for some reason I used to be able to get my leg like so close to my head, and I'm trying so hard to do it here. Also that inward round, like why was my leg not high? But who knows, I'm much more of a like musical theatre like performer dancer, but I'm trying to be a technical gal. Okay, this is why I'm working so hard and going to the gym all the time, because I just need that technique.
Now let's run for the last time this week.
I'm honestly so glad that I swapped from Couch 5k to runner this week. It's been so helpful, and switching up the different runs throughout the week has been so much fun. This run was more difficult with the least amount of like walking time, but I absolutely loved it, and I feel like I've got so much more faith in myself.
I'm about to go to sleep, but I spent the rest of the afternoon making lemon poppy seed muffins, which are absolutely insane, and made dinner, did my skincare, watched some TV, did some planning. That was my rest of the day. I felt like the gym was quite productive today actually as well. I just actually hate watching videos back of myself dancing. I don't mind watching myself do technique, but actually watching myself back like do a dance, ew, we'll move past it, it's fine. Tomorrow is obviously Sunday, so Sunday reset is needed. So because it's Sunday, it's obviously been Sunday reset. I meal planned, made the shopping list, went out to the shops to buy everything for the week. Came back home, I had my lunch. I deep cleaned and like tidied my bedroom, thank God, because I haven't done that in so long. And then we took one of the dogs out for a walk. I've never been on like the route we went on, and it was actually really nice. And now I've come home and do my skincare. I need to do loads of editing and then just like have my dinner and stuff and chill out. So today has not been like a day for like performance like stuff and working on that, but every Sunday I need to use it just to like reset and prep for the next week. And I guess this is like the end of the vlog. I did say at the start of the week that I was going to show you how I did like dance, singing and acting. I've only danced this week. I haven't really done any singing and no acting whatsoever. Like I don't really train that very much, which I definitely should. So maybe if this like was interesting, I'll do like another kind of one of these videos where I show you like on a week where I do more focus on my singing and my acting. But yeah, I hope it was informative, fun, interesting. And I'll see you next week.